All right, so we're gonna start at the front edge of our mat. Just taking a big inhale, reaching those arms up over your head. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Rocking back and forth, making sure all four corners of your feet are firmly planted into the ground. Rolling those shoulders back and away from those ears. Closing those eyes a moment. Just breathing. Setting your intention for today's practice, whatever it may be, whether it's to bring peace, positivity, strength, whatever it may be, just bring yourself to that intention and that awareness. On your next inhale, reach those arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, nice straight back. Pressing your palms into your shins. Feeling that nice deep stretch in those hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale those arms back up. Exhale, mountain pose. Now we're gonna do a pose called the waves crashing. So inhale those arms up. Exhale, bend your legs and sweep those arms down on the floor. And then inhale them back up. Exhale, sweeping them, inhaling them up. Bringing your chest towards your thighs as much as you can. Alternating that breathing like waves crashing on the rocks. Just letting all that tension and stress go. We got two more. Last one. Reaching those arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. Nice little bend. Here you can grab opposite elbows. And if you want to sway side to side in a ragged hand, go ahead and do so. Just shaking out that neck, saying yes and no. And whenever you're ready, come to stillness. Step those feet back into a nice high plank position. From here, come forward 2 inches, and then slowly begin to chaturanga down, exhaling as you go. When you come down to the bottom, go ahead and release. Uncurl those toes. Bringing those big toes to touching. Hands are underneath those shoulders. Inhale, halfway up, nice baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up into a nice upward facing dog. So legs need to be resting on the mat, or else you can have them hovering right above the mat, coming up onto the tops of your feet. Then exhale, press those hips back, downward facing dog. You can begin to pedal those feet, whatever feels good for your body. You can let those hips sway side to side. Nice, neutral spine. And then whenever you're ready, drop those knees down, press back into a child's pose. So here you're reaching those arms forward, letting your forehead just rest on the mat or whatever feels comfortable for you. You're just putting those hips back. Staying here for a few breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Bringing yourself back to that intention that you set. On your next inhale, let's walk our hands over to the right. Feeling a nice deep stretch in the left side body. And then walk your hands over to the left. Feeling that nice deep stretch on the right. Walk your hands back to the center, and then pressing up into a nice tabletop position. So wrists are under those shoulders, knees are aligned with those hips. We're gonna do a few cat and cows to warm up that spine. So on your next inhale, go ahead and drop your belly, look up at the ceiling into cow. Exhale, round that back into cat. Inhale, drop that belly into cow. Exhale, round that back into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. One more time. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Then meet me back in that tabletop position. Bringing those hands about 1 to 2 inches forward, we're going to begin to make circles with our entire body. Just doing a nice deep stretch, sitting back into those hips, releasing any tension that we have going on in our body today. Nice, gentle flow, whatever feels good for you. So go one direction and then the other. And then whenever you're ready, come back to the center. And then we're gonna kneel down. I'm gonna turn so you see me. So from here, now if this is uncomfortable, you can just sit on your bottom. From here, you're gonna bring one arm and then gently bring that ear towards that shoulder. And then your other hand is gonna come out and walk out as far as it can. Feeling a nice deep stretch along the shoulder and that neck. You can close those eyes a moment. Just breathe. And exhale as you release. Then other side. Inhaling that arm up. Slowly bringing that ear towards that shoulder. And then walking that opposite hand as far as you can. Feel that nice deep stretch. And just breathe. Exhale and release. All right, so from here, you're gonna come on up, bring one hand and reach it towards your ankle if you can reach that, and then opposite hand is gonna reach up, and you're gonna open up your chest to the sky. I want you to take a big inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, make a deep sigh through your mouth. Another big inhale through your nose. Exhale through that mouth. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Letting all that stress and tension go. Switching arms, reaching opposite ankle. Other hand comes up, opening up your chest. Big inhale. And exhale. Another big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Bringing those hands down, curling those toes back under, pressing back into our downward facing dog. You can pedal those feet again, whatever feels good for your body. And then whenever you're ready, come up onto the balls of your feet as you take a big inhale. Then exhale, bring those heels down as close as you can to the floor. Inhale that right foot high, squaring up your hips to the floor. Flexing through that foot. Opening up your hip now to the side. You can bend that knee, and you can stay here if you'd like, or else you can begin to make circles with that knee. Warming up that hip. Now, if this is ever too much in this downward facing dog, you can always stay down in that nice child pose. So go one direction and then the other. And then straightening that leg, squaring up your hips again. Exhale as you bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale it back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, bring your foot in between those hands in a nice low runner's lunge. Now we can stay here if we'd like, or else you can drop that back knee at any point. Inhale those arms up. Keep down nice and low. Again, back knee can stay down. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to come into our crescent lunge. So folding at those hips, folding forward. Left elbow comes on the outside of that right leg. And looking up over that shoulder or else down at the floor. Nice little twist, detoxifying our body. Way to start off our Saturday morning. Inhale those arms back up. Exhale, go ahead and raise that back leg if it's bent. Back heel comes down, warrior one. So your hips are squared up to the front. Nice bend to that front knee. Arms are reaching up, but shoulders are down and away from those ears. Straightening that front leg, clasp those hands behind you. We're going to bow forward. So whenever you're ready, begin to bow forward, just going as far as you can go. And then if you want to bring those arms over your head as far as you can, go ahead and do so. Nice shoulder release. Nice stretch for those hamstrings. You can bring that back foot a little bit closer to your front foot to make it a little bit easier. Just breathe. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly raise back up, using your core. Bending that knee again, arms reach up. Cartwheel those hands out into warrior two. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. All right, so this time your hips are squared up to the side, so really open them up to the side. Gaze is over that front hand. Shoulders are down and away from those ears. Think about reaching out through opposite fingertips and lengthening the muscles in our arms. Flip that front hand up. Inhale that front hand up into a reverse warrior. Back hand can either be resting on your leg or wrapped behind you, whatever feels better for you. Reaching that arm up and over your head. Take a big inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. So we're resting front arm on that leg, back arm comes up and over that head. Now you can rest on your leg, or else you can come down to the floor, whatever feels better for you. Exhale back into reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior. Then cartwheel those hands down. Right foot back beneath the left. Nice plank position. Come forward 2 inches. Exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog. Exhale into our down dog. Pedaling those feet again. Noticing how your body is feeling. Moving towards one side, we're going to go ahead and work the other. Just raising those hips up as high as you can. All right, so on your next inhale, inhale that left foot high. Really squaring up your hips to the floor. Raising that leg 1 inch higher. Flexing through that foot. Now open up our hips to the side, bend that knee, and then here's where you can make those little circles, whatever feels good for you. direction and then the other. And then straighten that leg, square up your hips. Exhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale it back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, come in between those hands. And then here you can either bring that back knee down or else raise. Inhale those arms up. Keeping those hips nice and low. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinging at those hips. Right elbow on the outside of that left leg. Crescent lunge. And again, at any point, you can always drop that back knee down. Inhale those arms back up. Exhale, drop that back heel down. Warrior one. So hips are squared up to the front. Nice bend to that front knee. You should feel a nice deep stretch along those hip flexors. Clasping those hands behind you, straightening that front leg. Whenever you're ready, take a big inhale, looking up at the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Using that core. Bending that knee, raising those arms up again. Exhale, warrior two. So now opening up our hips to the side. Gaze is over that front hand. Reaching out through opposite fingertips. Inhale that front hand up, back hand comes back down. Nice reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Then cartwheel those hands down. Left foot back to meet the right. Come forward 2 inches. Exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Looking up at your hands. Walk, step, or dump your feet up toward your hands. Nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, nice straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. So here I want you to rock back and forth again, making sure all 4 corners of your feet are firmly planted into the earth. You're rolling those shoulders back and away from those ears. Palms facing forward, elbows tucked in. Think about lifting up to the crown of the head. Belly button is pulled in slightly. Close those eyes and just breathe. Focusing on that present moment, the here, the now. That's the only thing that matters. Noticing how your body's feeling internally. You might be feeling a little bit more warm. Just recognizing it. Inhale those arms back up. Bring your hands somewhere center. Step that right foot back. We're going to create a 90-degree angle with our feet, turning your hips out to the side. Reaching those arms out, opposite fingertips. Whenever you're ready on your next inhale, I want you to reach forward as far as you can, and then drop front hand down, back knee comes up, triangle pose. So from here, you can rest on your shin, ankle, floor, whatever feels good for your body. Gaze can either be up at the sky or down at the floor. From here, you can either stay here if you want more of a challenge. You can drop that back hand down, front hand comes up into a reverse triangle. And again, you can rest wherever feels comfortable. Drop that front hand down, back hand comes back up. Using your core, bring yourself back up to that standing. Other side, turning those feet out, opposite direction. Reaching it out. On your next inhale, reach forward as far as you can. Front hand comes down, back hand comes up, triangle. Either staying here or else taking it into a reverse triangle. Drop in, back hand down, front hand comes up. Nice little twist. Front hand comes back down, back hand comes up, and then using your core, slowly bring yourself up to that standing. All right, toes are pointed forward now, nice wide straddle. Clasping those hands behind you, I want you to look up towards the ceiling, take a big inhale, and then exhale, begin to hinge at those hips, folding forward halfway. Staying here a moment, take another big inhale. Exhale, fold forward, letting those arms go over your head, feeling a nice shoulder release. Releasing those hands, I want you to walk your hands over to the right. Nice stretch for those hamstrings, those calves. Trying to bring your chest towards your thigh. Then walking your hands over to the left. Just breathing. Walking your hands back to the center. Bending those knees, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. That is the last thing to come up. All right. Stepping back to the front edge of your mat. Take a big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, nice straight back. Exhale, bringing your bottom down onto the ground. All right, so straightening one leg, flexing the foot, your other leg is gonna come up and over. All right, make a little squeeze, a little hug. Then bringing the opposite hand up, take a big inhale. Exhale, nice little twist. You're trying to look over your opposite shoulder. our legs where they are, take a big inhale up. Exhale, opposite side twist. You'll feel a little bit more of a deeper stretch in the middle of our back here. So take it easy, be nice and gentle. Just listening to your body. Great for detoxifying our body, massaging our internal organs. Exhale and release. Other side, bringing that leg up, nice little squeeze, give a little hug, flex into that foot. Take a big inhale up with our opposite arm. Exhale, nice little twist. With every exhale, try to get a little bit deeper, looking over that shoulder just a little bit more. Exhale and release. Take a big inhale up with your opposite arm now. And flip. Exhale and release. All right, making sure that you have your strap handy now. All right. So, grabbing onto those shins or also onto your hamstring, sitting up nice and tall, sitting it back just a couple inches here, coming into our boat pose a moment, just holding it here. 3, 2, 1, then slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to make it down. Straightening both legs. Go ahead and bring one leg up, nice little squeeze. And then whenever you're ready, begin making circles with that ankle. Warming up that ankle joint here. Just breathing, just focusing on this present moment, the here and the now. We're here together. We are experiencing all these same things together. Go one direction and then the other. And then whenever you're ready, begin making circles with that knee. Warming up that hip joint. Now as women, we hold all of our tension in those hips, so it's so good to do this stretch just to release that tension we have built up in our hips for the week. Visualize that tension just being released with waves. It is not needed. Go one direction and then the other. And while we're here, we're just expressing gratitude in our minds, just thanking ourselves for all of the great things we have going on in our lives. Sometimes we begin to focus too much on the negativity, but so many positive things to be grateful for. All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab that strap or that towel if you have it. Flexing through that foot. Wrap that strap or that towel around your foot. And then on your next inhale, begin to straighten that leg. And then as you exhale, try to pull that foot closer towards you. So inhale and straighten, exhale and pull. Continue working with your breath, getting nice and deep into this pose. Finding that uncomfortable feeling, but not pain. So finding that difference and then just holding it there, feeling that nice deep stretch in the backs of those legs. With every breath, you're going to get a little bit deeper into this pose. And just breathe. Grabbing both straps with your hand, one hand, you're going to take that foot over about 2 to 3 inches. So if you're using your right leg, take it over to the left about 2 to 3 inches and just hold it here. You should feel a nice deep stretch along that IT. So we're not going over very far at all. Feel that nice deep stretch. This is super important for those of you who sit a lot for your work or for for your job, or if you walk, you run a lot, you get super tight in the cycling band. So important to stretch out. Bring it back to the center, grabbing those straps with your other hand. Begin to open it up out to the side now, opening up those hips as far as you can and just holding it here and breathing. Again, all that stress, all that tension, just being washed away with those waves. Bring your foot back up to the center and then release that strap. Bringing that foot down by your other one, noticing the difference in the lengths of your legs. One leg should be a little bit longer than the other, so now it's important to work our other side. So bringing that other leg up now, nice little squeeze. And then whenever you're ready, begin making circles with that foot, warming up that ankle. And while you're here, just recognize any areas of tension your body might still be experiencing. And once you recognize those areas, just visualize yourself breathing into those tense areas, letting those tense areas go. So go one direction, then the other. And then begin making circles with that knee. Warming up that hip point, releasing that tension in those hips. Also noticing if one side might be a little bit more tense than the other. That's okay, that's normal. Just recognize that. Go one direction and then the other. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab that strap, flexing through those feet, wrapping that strap or towel around that foot. And then on your next inhale, begin to straighten. Exhale and pull. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and pull. Really working with your breath, being gentle with your body. Just breathe. Grabbing both straps with one hand. If you're using your left leg, go ahead and take it over to the right about 2 to 3 inches, and vice versa for your other leg. And then hold it here. Feel that nice deep stretch along that IT band. While we're here, you're continuing to pull that strap though. We're not releasing that tension in that strap. Keep holding that strap nice and tight. This stretch is super important. It helps prevent future injuries. Bringing that foot up to the middle, grabbing those straps with your other hand, and then whenever you're ready, just opening it up to the side, opening up those hips while still holding onto that strap nice and tight. Go ahead and bring that strap up to the middle and then release that strap. Both feet come down together now. Looking down nice and deep into that mat. Go ahead and bring both legs up real quick. Nice little hug. We're gonna do our happy baby. So using your pointer and middle fingers and your thumb, grab your big toes if you can. Using those elbows, press those knees out, and then you can stay here if you'd like, or else you can just rock it side to side in our happy baby. It's a nice little massage for our lower back. Also a nice little stretch for those hips. Who needs a massage? Let's do our yoga. All right, and release. So palms are gonna face up. We're gonna begin to end our practice. So closing those eyes, we're gonna do a nice quick little body scan. So starting with our feet, I want you to bring your awareness up through your toes. Bring those awareness up through your feet, your calves, up through the hamstrings. Notice any areas of tension. Let those areas go. Bring your awareness up through your back, starting with the lower back, up through our shoulder blades, out through our shoulders, our arms, our hands, and our fingers. Notice any areas of tension and just let those tense areas go. Bringing our awareness up through our stomach, up through our chest, up through that neck, that head, and out through that face. Notice any areas of tension, just let those tense areas go. Now begin letting your feet just fall to the side. Your fingers just naturally uncurl. Unclench that jaw. Visualize yourself sinking into your mat like quicksand. You're light as a feather. Think about being here with me this very moment. We're out here on this beach together. I'm holding your hand in the sand. Think about all those things we're experiencing right now at this very moment. The waves crashing, those birds chirping, that salty ocean air and the wind. And most importantly, that feeling of being here together in this present moment. We are here together. We are not alone. So while we're here together, I want you to think about what is going on internally. Bring your awareness on what's going on internally. What emotions are you experiencing? Recognize those emotions and just let them go. Whenever you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin making circles with your wrists and your ankles. Inhaling those arms up over your head, nice full body stretch, waking up our body. And then exhale, turning on over to the side, resting our head on that arm. We're ending our practice in this fetus pose. We're starting a new chapter, starting a new day, starting a new life, forgetting about the past. It does not serve you. Starting today, a new day, and make it however you want it to be. Positive energy. On your next inhale, press on up to a seated position. Crossing those legs. So palms can either be facing down to harness the energy you have in, or else facing up to receive energy for the day. Sitting up nice and tall. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Another big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. This final time, take a big inhale as you say the word love. Exhale the word gratitude. Bring your hands to heart center. Taking one more nice, natural inhale and exhale. The light in me honors, cherishes, loves, and adores the light in you. Namaste.